Hello, and noswaith as we say here in Wales. I'm on my way up a hill, going for a camp out tonight, and I've got with me the Bach Moa Lite 210. So follow along, I'm going to show you the pitching process, show you some of the details, and I'll give you some of my thoughts having used it over the last couple of months. Okay, here we go then. As I'm speeding my way through this pitch, a bit of background on Bach. The brand itself started out in Ireland all the way back in 1979, and since then has focused primarily on the development of cutting-edge backpacks. In 2019 it joined up with Scott Sports in Switzerland, and the company has been growing quickly ever since. Now, do you remember Niger tents? When the Dutch company was dissolved, Bach cleverly acquired all of the designs, rebranding them with their logo. I don't really know what exactly happened to Niger, but I do know that their tents were excellent quality, so Bach have made a wise move, I'd say. The total weight is 1.8 kilograms, amazingly light given the amount of space this thing provides for two people. As you can see then, it's a two-pole tunnel design with the inner and outer pitching together, or with the fly sheet first. Pitching is super easy thanks to the colour-coded poles and one-way sleeves. Okay, I think that's just about it. I need to refine the pegs a little bit, get the fly sheet just a little more taut, but no, I think that's good to go. Interestingly, when you're using this in warm and dry conditions, you can roll up the porch and the tail end, and this creates loads of airflow through the tent and also gives you a skylight for stargazing. The materials are all great quality, all are super high spec, with a silicone coated 20D nylon fly sheet, a 40D base to the inner tent, aluminium anodized poles, and these excellent pegs too, which you get 12 of. As you can see, a nice big porch, plenty of room, two big backpacks with space to cook as well. Okay, looking inside then, as you can see, really spacious. So I'll sit at the far bottom end. I've got plenty of clearance here, and that's at the lower end of the tent. So at the top end, look at that clearance there, loads of headspace. Pockets, loads of them, one mesh one at each corner. And then you also have this top mesh one. It's perfect for keeping a phone or a head torch. Now, handily, the door on the inner tent has two-way zips, so you can open the whole thing up, or you can do it so you're just opening one side or the other, as you see. And then also it gives you, hello Griff, gives you the option to just open up at the top if you want a bit of ventilation. Unfortunately, the door on the fly sheet only has one zip, so you can't actually open up at the top for ventilation. On the subject of ventilation, there are no vents across the top of the tent, so you've got to rely on airflow coming in underneath the bottom. That's a bit of a downside to me. On future iterations, I'd like to see Bach add some ventilation up at the top. In terms of stability, I'd say the wind's blowing at about 50 miles an hour at the moment, and yeah, it's holding up nicely. To be honest, I think tunnel tents, they tend to be reliable designs, reliable constructions for strong winds, and I'd be happy using this through most three-season conditions, I think. Packing this tent away, I found, is actually really straightforward. The stuff sack is one of those basic ones, just one of those basic stuff sacks. But actually it's the right size for the tent, it's not too small for it, so getting this thing packed up in the morning is pretty straightforward and not a stress and strain. The price, £750, so not cheap. Still, this is a tent with super high spec materials, and from what I've seen, a reliable design. Well, that is it for my review of the Bach Moa Lite 210. Hope you found that helpful. I'm just about to settle in for the night. Go on, go on. If you do have any questions about this tent, do fire away down below. I'll be more than happy to help out. Good boy. And if you've got a tent and want to learn how to look after it in the best way possible, I've got just the video for you. There we go, check it out. Thanks everyone, Nostar, good night.